Hi there folks, welcome to Take10, a daily drawing challenge where I set aside 10 minutes a day to draw something. Today, like a lot of days, this is the first time I've had a chance to draw anything, so expect roughness. But unlike some of the other challenges, I plan on finishing this one because I had this image in my head all day. What I'm doing here is a cartoon baby New Year, looking down upon a battered old man 2014. Who he is apparently just decked. The idea here being "2015 is going to be better than 2014. That's my plan. I just thought it was funny. It's always funny when babies punch people. Big old bulgy cheeks. I'm just drawing on plain old white copier paper with a Prismacolor Color Erase pencil, which I plan to go over with probably with ink and markers. I'll do markers first and see how it looks, and then decide whether or not to go ink on it. Might just end up doing an ink line around the outside or something. Yeah, I need to fix his eyes. I can't really draw his pupils where I need them to be until I have something for him to focus on. Pudgy little arms. A sash on, of course. Sorry, I'm usually more talky than this. Just want to get this right, such as it is. It's not a big grandiose idea or anything. It's just a funny little cartoony thing. I have come up with an idea. Well, an idea. It's not my idea. I've come up with another challenge I want to do. This one's not a. This is definitely a marathon type challenge. I mentioned Ryan Wheaton on the show earlier. He's one of my art inspirational heroes, and he's a great guy, friend of mine, I guess you could say. I consider him a friend. But this year, 2014, last year, I guess, since it is now 2015, he did a drawing a day, every day. So he has a sketchbook of 365 drawings now, which I'm assuming he's going to make into a book. I think that's what he mentioned is his plan. And I'd like to try that myself. So, I posted one already on Instagram, which I just got back into after a long hiatus. I was relying on Facebook and Google Plus and Tumblr, a lot of Tumblr, for my social media needs until recently. And it was pointed out to me that Instagram is sort of where all the artists are right now, so I decided to check it out, and I'm impressed. At least for the mobile app, the layout's good, it's clean, plays well, it's responsive. So I think I'm going to switch to Instagram being one of my main feeds now. Still going to be posting where I always posted before, my own Tumblr, mirrored onto Facebook and Google Plus. But now I'll probably be starting in Instagram. You know, no big whoop, just somewhere else to post. Just thought that would be a good idea. I think I just screwed that up so you can't actually see the date. Yeah, I thought it'd be a good idea to do that with this challenge because I think that way people can follow it more easily. And the tagging on there lets you link to other sites as well, just like everywhere else. So I'll post all of them on there, and then the choice ones I'll also post up to Facebook and Google+. The ones that might get people interested enough to come check it out. Oh, baby, your anatomy is horrible. The guy drawing you should really study more. What do fat little babies look like? You should look that up. Anyway, I'm going to draw all of them. So I have to leave some room for the beaten down old man 2014. Let's see. I haven't thought of an inspirational artist for today. There's so many. Sometimes it's hard to come up with just one. I think today we might have to go with Jonathan Rector, who I've mentioned before. He has a web show called Scribbles with Jonathan, where I've learned a lot about comics and comic making and drawing in general, especially digitally. And he also does a lot of professional comics work. So you can see his artwork in comics such as Hero Code, which I believe Jamie Gamble has just released issue 1 for free. If you check out Jamie Gamble, he's the writer, publisher. Also, a superhero comic called Standard, which is great. It's a really good comic. Jonathan did a lot of the art on that. He's sort of all over the place. Definitely check out his YouTube channel for some inspirational stuff and for art lessons. He also does I think it's a weekly live show. Live Scribbles with Jonathan, basically where he just live streams himself drawing and takes questions and things, which is great. I'd like to try that sometime. At the moment, bandwidth problems prevent me from successfully doing live streamy type stuff, so I have to do these pre-recorded videos instead. But, it's still good. I still feel like I'm getting something out there for the audience. Let's see. It's supposed to be, I think, usually the old man year thing is like he's Father Time rather than last year, but I thought it'd be funny to do it this way. And usually he's emaciated, whereas the baby is young and youthful and spry, so let's see what I can do with that. I'm trying to work on my cartooning skills because I have that caricature job I do occasionally. I've got one coming up and I really would like to be better. Since my job is to draw the bodies and the backgrounds, I sort of have to do the job of a cartoon, not a cartoon artist so much as like a comic book artist. I've got to do like whatever the people want, basically. I've had to do lots of cars, giraffes. Somebody wanted to be riding a giraffe. All kinds of weird things. So I kind of have to be ready to draw anything. The other person has to get the likeness right, and I honestly think that's a little harder. But I have to be prepared to draw anything. So, practice is good. As much practice as I can get can only help me. This beard should be super long. Usually he's wearing rags, I think. This is all based off of really old kind of advertising art. With these two, Baby New Year and Father Time. They don't do a lot of stuff like that anymore. I guess it's too old-fashioned an idea. Our attention spans are so short now that a year doesn't seem like... I guess years go by so quickly. I don't know. It's a different era. These are from back in the days when you could still see cigarette ads in magazines and things. Painted by illustrators like Norman Rockwell. Anyway, definitely check out Jonathan Rector's stuff. He's got lots of projects going. I think he's doing another comic of his own soon. he was setting up to do a pitch for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for IDW, which would be awesome because he loves that book, and I think he'd do a great job at it. He's one of my favorite characters for big, beefy kind of guys. Like, he does a really good Hulk, and his superheroes are always larger than life, Silver Age type giant guys. I love that. It's really cool. Definitely not the type to do. I'm not sure he could pull it off, but his style is best for characters like Hulk rather than, say, Spider-Man, who's supposed to be spindly. I'm certain he could do a really good Spider-Man, though. Just never seen him do that kind of thing before. He's a pro. And I mean that in the very best sense of the word. And I respect him very much. He taught me a lot, and that's why he is today's inspirational artist of the day. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm not even sure this is coming through on the video for you guys, so if you can't see it, I'll keep recording myself after, when I get a chance to work on this again, after the 10 minutes is over, and which probably is already, and I'll do another speed video at the end, or at least post an image of it so you can see what happened with the part you couldn't see. But I'm hoping you can at least see some of the line work I'm doing here. I put on an extra light today, here in the studio room, just to give me a little something more to work with. My baby's proportions are horrible. Jeez. You look away for a minute and his head gets all lopsided. I wanted him to have puffy cheeks, not look like he's got mumps. I think I need to get in the habit of drawing eyes as big circles first, like that. Then you put in the lids, round them over the top. There we go. Now he's actually looking down at the guy. Got the day off tomorrow, so I'm going to draw, maybe paint. I hope to paint. Do some chores around the house, and I've got to go out to the city and find a new venue for the art class, the comic book class I'm teaching. It's actually not an art class, it's the opposite of an art class. It's like a design class. For people who don't like to draw or don't know how to draw, they can still make comics. That's sort of the gist of the whole thing, is to teach them they can also make comics. Which I'm all for. I thoroughly support that hypothesis. Anybody can make comics. You just have to have something to say and know a few basic tools. And you can make a comic story, tell your story through pictures. That's one of the best things about comics. It's very egalitarian. Big old safety pin, because he's like a World War II era baby. I wonder why they don't use safety pins on diapers anymore. They're not very safe. Compared to Velcro, not very safe. Babies have to have belly buttons so they look like they're naked. They get from the waist up, showing off that muscular baby physique. Because he's a tough baby. Pudgy knees are fun to draw. It's just like a big, round, circular, bulbous thing with some little flaps. Patty flesh underneath. I'm making him super pudgy. I don't know why. I just find that really amusing. Fat babies make me laugh. If you happen to be on the Tumblr, take a look for a post called Fat Vampire Baby. It's one of my favorite ones. Every time I see it, I laugh. I'm not sure why. It's not that funny. It's actually kind of gruesome. But it makes me laugh because I think it's hilarious. I feel like I should give this baby a cigar and stubble. That might counteract his babiness, though. Make him into one of those little tough guys from the 40s. Bowler hat. He's like, meow, meow. Suddenly he's from Brooklyn. Hey, you, what are you doing there? That kind of thing. That'd be funny. And really dumb. So, funny I'm all for, really dumb I'm gonna lay off that. for now. Let's turn that ear. He's got these humongous ears, but instead of one sticking straight out and the other one not, I'm trying to angle them a little better so they match. I don't want them to be deformed. Just pudgy. Okay, put in a little horizon line and give it some kind of grounding. If I was serious about all this, I'd have like horizon lines and perspective lines gridded out. He should be a lot bigger, but it's okay. Artistically, he plays better if he's cowed by this baby. Taking some license. Maybe that's what I'll call my next video show, since it won't be the Take10 artistic license. Here's my excuse to draw things that are wrong. Nah, I'm going to try to get better about that. I'm usually really slack about if it looks good enough, that's good enough, but I'm not so concerned about things being technically accurate as I am about them at least looking professional and clean. I don't want anyone to question what I'm going for. If they can't tell what I'm going for, then I've failed. Done something very wrong. Like if someone looks at this and can't tell it's a baby standing over an old man having just punched him in the face, then obviously something's wrong. That is his left hand, so his thumb's out here. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes I draw hands backwards, like I put the left hand where the right hand goes, and it looks good except for the fact that it's the wrong hand. I don't know why my brain works like that. It's weird. If I saw that on a person, I'm sure I'd go, that's obviously wrong. That's bizarre. But when I draw it, I just don't even notice it sometimes. Kind of strange. Anyway, I'm fairly sure my 10 minutes is up. I guess you can kind of see a little bit. I'm just taking a look at the back of the camera in case my voice just suddenly got louder. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some ink, some markers just to bring out some tones. But I'm going to stop talking. Right after I thank everyone for watching and liking and favoriting. Share this with anybody you think might be interested or might want something to listen to while they're drawing, or might have some questions about art, such as it is that I'm doing here. I'm glad to help out anybody I can. Just feel free to drop me a line or leave a comment. And you guys take care and keep making stuff. I will see you tomorrow.